Hari Bol and Hari Krishna to all my brothers and my sisters, and welcome back to Astral Motivation. Today we're going to be talking about the powerful transit of Mercury Retrograde. This is the last Mercury retrograde this November 2025, and I am so excited to be here to tell you all about it and how to prepare you so that you can harness the energies of this Mercury retrograde in your favor. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Astral Motivation. My name is Vinodini Dasi. I am a Vedic astrologer, author, and practitioner of the ancient Vedic arts. So if you are into ancient knowledge, Vedic astrology, or self-development, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any of the nectar. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters, let's see what this upcoming powerful transit of Mercury retrograde has in store for all of us.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
And I just want to take this time to give a beautiful shout out to all my beautiful members here in the exclusive members only. Thank you to these Patreons here and my exclusive members. I am able to bring you guys so much free content, and I love to pamper my exclusive members. I have a 101 astrological course for Vedic astrology. So if you would like to learn how to read your chart, this is a wonderful way of doing it. You can become a member today. I also have exclusive content for my members. And also, if you would like to have a monthly horoscope by me for your personal horoscope on a monthly basis, then check it out in the description here below to see how you can become an exclusive member. Alrighty, my brothers and my sisters, let's get to it. Let's talk about this Mercury retrograde because it is coming with a bang, and this is a powerful Mercury retrograde. Usually, every single year, we have 4 Mercury retrogrades throughout the year, and this is the last Mercury retrograde of 2025. And of course, it is going to come with massive transformations. First, we need to understand what is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet of the mind, the planet of the intelligence. It rules over everything that is technology, transportation, communication, media. And so Mercury is quite embedded in our lives. In the modern world, Mercury is a very, very important planet because now that we are connecting ourselves with the world, Mercury is the one who is in charge and the one who reigns the fact that we can connect with the whole world through our phones and so much more. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde, this is a time where all these things that Mercury reigns may go through a powerful shift. So, this is not necessarily the time to initiate and begin new things. Or maybe if you've been thinking about something for a very, 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 very long time, procrastinating it, then Mercury retrograde may help you to just begin it. So it's going to be different for everybody. But usually you don't want to sign major contracts. You don't want to make life-changing decisions. You don't want to have that insane, you don't want to get married. And you also want to wait around until Mercury moves forward to actually make a final decision of what it is that you want. What we need to use Mercury for is to finally get the clarity that we were looking for. And that is what Mercury is going to help us. There is something that we've been overlooking, that we have not been truly honest about. And Mercury retrograde is going to help us to really become sincere with ourselves and to make the right decision for ourselves. And that's the reason why it's not a matter of jumping the gun. It's not a matter of making some intense, impulsive decision. It's a matter of really thinking about it, reassessing it, researching, revaluing it, going over the situation so that we can finally make a conscious decision more in a matter of responding instead of reacting. Now, one thing that we can expect is we are more accident prone at this time, so everybody be very cautious. Our technologies are going to go through a lot of issues. The things that are going on in the government right now with the government shutdown and all the airlines and all of this, Mercury retrograde is going to be like, okay, we're going to go over this so that we can finally get to some sort of solution because this can't go forever. And so we're going to see many of those things, as well as issues with our phones, issues with technology, issues with our cars, anything that we've been postponing and procrastinating and fixing. This is the time where Mercury retrograde is just, it's broken. So how can we use this energy? This is the time to reevaluate. This is the time to go over. This is the time to go and get that oil change. Go and get that new phone. Go and fix your phone. Go and fix your computer. Go and fix that thing that needs to get fixed that we've been procrastinating for so long. And the more we focus on fixing these things, reevaluating them, going over them, instead of having the anxiety of like, it needs to happen now, or the impatientness that we need to launch these things now, settle into the energies. Don't go against the grain. Mercury retrograde is not going to be forever. It's actually going to be happening from November 10th all the way until November 27th, 28th. So for the whole month of November, this is a time of reevaluation and a time to take a step back and reassess the land and maybe re-strategize the way that we're moving about our lives. Now, Mercury is going to be retrograding in the sign of Scorpio. And Mercury has been retrograding this whole year of 2025 in all the water signs, in the moksha signs, which is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. This is the last one. And this has a big significance. It has a significance that Mercury has really been working with us in the sector of our charts that are the moksha trikona, that are the water signs. And the water signs are the ones that rule over our emotions, our feelings, our inner world. This is the waters of our inner world. And Mercury here is trying to purify these waters so that we're able to be more clean and authentic and sincere, so that we don't have to hold on to that wound, so that we don't have to hold on to that emotional heartbreak, so that we don't have to keep dealing with some pattern that we keep seeing, especially when it comes to our emotions. And of course, Mercury in Scorpio is going to be the ultimate one, because Scorpio is the muddy waters of ourselves. Scorpio is the darkness. It is the muck. It is where the shadow lives. It is where our shame, our tragic life, and our traumas, and all the things that we are ashamed of, that we hide from ourselves and that we hide from others, that we keep in that dark cavern, that is Scorpio. And so Scorpio is a really intense energy. And Scorpio is here to actually help us regain our sense of power in ourselves, especially if we've been feeling disempowered. If we've been feeling kind of like, down in life, emotionally depressed, having mental illnesses, feeling sad, feeling heartbroken, feeling even having some sort of apathy. This is the time where life is trying to cleanse all of these waters and to help us have something that blooms out of this mud, like a lotus. A lotus can only grow in the mud. And is the representation that, yes, we could have gone through a lot of tribulations, hardships, difficulties, traumas, abuse. But out of that, a beautiful lotus is able to come through. And so this lotus is the significator of our illumination. And so Mercury is retrograding in this sector of Scorpio to give us clarity and to help us overcome these inner fears of our psychology, of our wounds and our traumas. Because if we become victims to them, we will never be able to actually take our power back. And so this is a Mercury retrograde that is saying, reclaim your power. And let's go deep into the cave of yourself and pull out that fear, pull out that monster, pull out that shadow, pull out that boogeyman that keeps scaring you to become the greatest version of yourself. This is the moment. And so, yes, I will be very sincere with you guys. Mercury retrograde is going to be intense. And of course, if we are not in alignment with our spiritual practices, then we may have a big roller coaster of emotion this month. But all of this, if we have the ability to mature spiritually and to truly see that everything is grace. Yes, that heartbreak was grace. Yes, that person abandoning you was grace. Yes, that person traumatizing you was grace. Yes, that person abusing you was grace. And you may think, but Vinodini, you're crazy. How can you say that that's grace? When we are able to mature spiritually, we are able to see that life is not against us, and that everything that happens to us, it is because of the accumulation of our own karmas. And maybe in this lifetime, you may think that you have been such a good person, but we don't know what has happened in past lives. When we become radically accountable for our lives by saying, you know what? Nobody was the one who came and destroyed my life. This is all by my own hand. I am responsible for my own life. This is taking your power back. And this is also allowing yourself to see that, wow, I actually needed that heartbreak so that I can find the real love of my life. I actually needed to be abandoned by that person so that I can learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. I actually had to be abused by that person so that I have higher self-esteem to never, ever let anybody cross my boundaries. Everything is working in our favor. We just have to have the vision, that spiritual vision, to truly see it. And the moment that we see it as grace, of course, it no longer has power over us. So this is some of the energies for Mercury in Scorpio. Now I'm going to pull the chart so that we can understand a little bit more on the transits of this very powerful Mercury retrograde. Okie dokie, so this is the chart for the moment that Mercury goes retrograde on November 10th. And we can see that Mercury and Mars are both conjunct. And this is going to be an turbocharge energy into this transformation. First and foremost, because Mars is very powerful right now. Mars is in its own sign of Scorpio, and Mars is saying, we're going to beat these lower tendencies of ourselves today. We're going to beat that addiction. We're going to beat that that betrayal. We're going to beat those fears. We're going to beat all those inner demons that have been holding us back. And we're going to face them with courage. And so Mars is helping us with this. And Mercury is giving us the intellect to truly look within and to do the research within ourselves. Now, this, we have to be a little bit cautious because it might make us a little bit more reactive than responsive. So again, choose your battles wisely of when to react to something and when to respond. I highly suggest that when Mercury goes retrograde, we want to actually respond instead of reacting. The reactivity may just lead us into bigger issues and bigger problems. Now, what is being fixed or reevaluated here is everything that happened in mid-October. Something happened in mid-October that shook your world, that changed the course of your life, that maybe you were having a hard time trying to figure it out, or it was a little bit difficult to get into harmony. But this Mercury retrograde is going to help us to finally understand these things that were happening on this October 2025. And by the end of this Mercury retrograde, we're going to have full clarity of the situation that happened in October 2025. Now, as we can see, Mercury and Mars are both together, and by the 16th we are also going to be having the Sun going into Scorpio, and that is when we're going to start getting the illumination of cleaning out this shadow part of ourselves. And remember, we do the shadow work not to live in wounds and not to identify ourselves with our wounds and woohoo me, oh poor me, I was traumatized, I was abused, and this is who I am. No. You are not those wounds. You are not those things. Yes, they happen to you, and you're completely in your own right to feel however you want to feel about them. But the idea here is that we need to really connect and identify with our soul beyond the traumas and the abuse that could have happened. And that is what gives us empowerment. So here the Sun is going to illuminate these things and help us in this process of shadow integration. And remember that the shadow integration is so that we can accept ourselves fully, accepting ourselves as bad or good, accepting ourselves with the shame, accepting ourselves with the fact that we're not perfect, accepting ourselves with our weaknesses, And it's not to be upset and to like, I wish I was something else. I wish I was somebody else. I wish I didn't have this. But to finally become so sincere with ourselves that, okay, yes, this is my shortcoming. This allows for us to truly step into our authenticity more than anything. And so during this process, what is going to support us is many things actually. Here we have Mercury being aspected by both Saturn and Jupiter at the same time with this triangle. And that is going to be wonderful because in one side, especially since Mercury is in Anuradha Nakshatra, there's a reevaluation here with what is it that our devotion lies within. How can we devote ourselves to a higher cause, to God, and to become a better version of ourselves? This is a nakshatra that is ruled by Saturn. And this is the nakshatra that helps us understand that even after so many tribulations of life, even after having a horrible, terrible, traumatic life, a beautiful lotus can bloom from it. And so our tribulations don't take away our power, but they make us more beautiful. They make us more vibrant. And so that is what Anuradha Nakshatra is teaching us, which is where Mercury is going to be retrograding, ruled by Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn is also finishing its retrograde motion with this Mercury retrograde. And so with this energy, Saturn is aspecting Mercury to finalize this letting go, because that's what Saturn has been trying to teach us. Is like, we need to let go of something that's not working. The time has come to close that chapter, And it could feel so scary to close the chapter because we're like, but what's after the chapter? And it's a matter of not feeling fear of the unknown, but to go into the unknown. And that's what Scorpio teaches us. With Mercury here, is like, why are we fearing the unknown? If we know that inevitably, guaranteed, there will be change in this world. There will be change in your life. Nothing is forever. And so to learn to walk into the unknown with purpose, with feeling, with drive, with confidence. And the only way to do this, truly in a graceful way, is to walk with faith. Yes. This is the test. This is the courageous test. Will you take that leap of faith with only having in your heart faith? And this is a giant test for us here in the West. Our Western culture is a very atheistic culture that has totally abolished the magic and the potentiality of faith. And we do everything by our own endeavors, with fears, with anxiety, with restlessness, and with doubt. And this is the reason why we stay so small, so small. And so here Mercury is like, why are we so afraid of? If we know for sure that change is inevitable, why are you so afraid of this? If you just knew how many lifetimes you've conquered many mountains. This is not your first rodeo, baby. And aside from that, we also have Jupiter, who's aspecting Mercury. And Jupiter saying, if you have faith, I got you, baby. I got you. If you take this leap of faith, I will expand your life to a new level. I will take you to your dharma. I will align you with your purpose in life. I will align you with the divine will. And to truly understand why is it that you're here and for what. And that only you can be the only one who can walk your path. Nobody else can walk it as good as you do. Nobody else can be you except you. And so with this Jupiter and this Saturn aspecting this Mercury retrograde, it's like a big wake-up call. Saturn is waking us up to like, okay, enough is enough. Reality check. You can't stay in this anymore. Time has come to grow. Time has come to move into the unknown. And we can be feeling afraid of that. But then Jupiter here is like, baby, I got you. Have some faith in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your decisions. Trust your heart. And with that, you will be able to walk in the dark confidently. Also, at the same time, Rahu is taking us into the depths of our emotions, our past, cleansing our fears, cleansing our past, cleansing those things of our childhood that have really hindered us, and just to uproot these negative things that have been kept in us small. So a lot of self-nurturing, a lot of inner child work, a lot of healing of the past and the parents and the family unit. So important. And it's like, this is a time to not be so focused on your status. Detach yourself from these ambitions that you think you should be doing, that society is imposing upon you, that you feel forced to do, that detach yourself a little bit from all of that, so that you can really come into like, okay, what do I really want? And if it means what I want, walking in that path that looks very scary and unknown, do I have the courage to do this? What is going to help a lot, of course, is our Venus in the 12th house. Meditation, isolation, silence, and transmuting these subconscious energies is what's going to really help us at this time. So seek that peace, seek walking in nature, seek letting things go, and that will definitely be a great benefit. And then finally, on the 23rd, we're going to have Mercury going into the energies of Libra, retrograding again with Libra, which this is also a time of reevaluations and understanding yourself at a deeper level within a relationship, within your own self-worth, within your own desires, and your self-esteem. So this is a Mercury retrograde that will definitely not only make it very personal for us and make us very vulnerable, but it's also going to show us everything about our relationship and the intimacy of our relationship. Very, very powerful energies for this Mercury retrograde. Now, let us get ready for our horoscopes, my beautiful brothers and sisters, and let's check out your ascendant and your moon sign for Vedic astrological calculations. If you do not know your Vedic calculator or your Vedic chart, then definitely check out in the description here below. You will be able to find a link to my website where you can get your Vedic astrological chart. Make sure you check your ascendant and your moon sign. And if there's anything else that you would like to check, definitely check it. My Geminis and my Virgos, you guys are really going to feel this transit, and anybody who's in a Mercury Mahadasha or Antardasha. Welcome, my beautiful Aries, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde, and let's get into it. First, check out at the beginning of the video how to use these horoscopes in the correct ways so that you're able to get the maximum benefit from them. So first and foremost, your Mercury will start retrograding in the 8th house of intimacy, other people's monies, and your own inner psychology. This is a powerful time for you, and you know that you've been processing a lot of endings, letting go of a lot of things, letting go of an old version of yourself. You could have been feeling like, oh my gosh, the whole world is moving forward, and I'm like feeling like stuck, dealing with the past, overdoing things from the past, closing loose ends. There's a lot of purging in your life right now that is saying focus on your inner world and cleanse it all out, because later next year we will step more into your new beginning. But before this new beginning, we need to have like a major cleanse. So you've been in this cleansing period and it's been pretty powerful. I hope that you guys have been really taking amazing advantage of it. Be graceful to yourselves. It's not an easy transit. And now this Mercury retrograde is going to like put everything into perspective, and is going to really help you overcome any psychological things that have been holding you back. This is actually an amazing time for you to get a reading with me, to go to counseling, to go to therapy, to really do like an inner shadow work, somatic work, so that you can release all this energy, so that you can release all these things that have been holding you back. Even doing hypnotherapy could be fantastic. But this is now taking you into the depths of yourself to truly pull out those fears and insecurities that have been holding you back, and to rewrite the story. It doesn't have to be the story of trauma and that you're a victim. Rewrite the story in a way where you become the hero and you have a comeback story. Now, at the same time, this deals with other people's monies and share resources. So there could be a reevaluation of how we're sharing our resources at this time, how you are becoming more intimate in a relationship. This could be a time where life is saying, okay, are you allowing for the intimacy to really blossom here? Or is there some blocks in your sexuality and your intimacy and sharing your resources? Maybe you guys are ready to actually get married. Maybe you're ready to actually have that, marriage contract. And yes, the contract is important because it is a declaration of immense accountability for somebody else. And marriage was actually created to protect women, to protect them from irresponsible men or conniving men or manipulative men. A man, when it has to uphold his word, which is when you give your word in a marriage that you're gonna, love this person and take care of them for the end of your life, this is in front of witnesses. And so it upholds it at a higher level. So this could be a time where people are reevaluating, like maybe it's time to actually get married, to actually tie the knot, to actually get to a higher level of commitment. And if this is impossible, then it's like, where are we going with this relationship? We're really reevaluating a lot of the relationship. And if you already are married, then it's about reevaluating, like, how do we share our resources? Is this in alignment with the both of us? And how is our sexuality? How is our intimate world? And is there anything that psychologically, individually, or together is holding us back from deepening our connection with each other? Major times of transformation for you, my beautiful Aries. Be kind to yourself. Do a lot of shadow work, do a lot of inner work. This could really help you, especially when it comes to your relationships and your empowerment of yourself fully. And of course, once Mercury goes into the 7th house, we're going to have a lot of conversations about relationships. There could be relationships from the past coming back, relationships from the past that are coming back to test if you have really broken this pattern, this psychological pattern that keeps repeating. And yes, to get ready to ascend to a new level of empowerment with your life. Now we also have here the 3rd lord going into the 8th, so really powerful time to shift your mindset and to transform the way that you think about yourself, love, and your partner, and the perceptions that you may have about life and the perceptions that you may have about yourself or your partner. Very important. Watch out and be cautious with your investments at this time. This could be a time to actually heal your credit, pay that loan, pay those things. Very important. And at the same time, we also have the 6th lord going into the 8th house. So you can also heal your psychology by doing a lot of workout, by being of service to each other. Think of it in that way. Like, it's like, if I'm in a partnership, is because the partnership, we're both servicing each other. It's not just one person serves me or I serve them. No, it's an equal companionship of serving each other while also God is in the middle. We're serving God at the same time. So these attitudes will definitely help at the same time. If we're dealing with divorces, some of my Aries could be dealing with divorces, and this is kind of like delaying it, reevaluating it. It's a time of really reassessing, like, where things should definitely go, and it's kind of like the final nail in the coffin if there's any sort of divorces at this time. So let's look a little bit deeper into your messages here, my beautiful Aries, when it comes to Mercury retrograding in Scorpio. Forgiving and learning. Exactly. Forgiving and learning. We are ready to release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moment. So healing the past, even if it's a divorce, like, you're not holding resentments, like, let it go. Let's move to a new level. If it's about, deepening a connection and getting married, forgive the past when you were heartbroken, forgive the past when those bad things happen. It is not the same story repeating again, but like really stepping into this forgiving and learning. Ooh, I told you, the wedding bells are ringing for you. This involves marriage, life, and everything is pushing you to ascend to a higher level of commitment. And if it's about finishing a marriage, then it's also a matter of paying off those karmas. That's just what it is. And last but not least, stay optimistic about your love life, my beautiful Aries. Don't get negative. Don't get sad. If you need help, ask for the help. The people are there. The counselor is there. The therapists are there. Like, let yourself be vulnerable, because through the vulnerability is when the real transformation will come. And so stay optimistic about your love life. Things are going to get better. Now let's see. I want to pull a message of what is it not being spoken during this Mercury retrograde. I just want to see your authentic self. I miss you. And you turn me on. Oh, this is also about sexuality, as we were mentioning. So learning what turns you on, talking about these things, being sincere about how you miss this person or how you long to be in companionship. And I just want to see your authentic self. So all of this is so that we can get rid of the things that don't allow us to be ourselves. That is what the whole shadow integration is about. So it is to become more authentic with our hearts. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And remember, right now I have an amazing special, super affordable reading with me for this Mercury retrograde. So take advantage. I have a promo code in the description here below so that you can book a Mercury retrograde reading. It's going to be a 45-minute reading where it's very affordable. So definitely book it today using the code. Alrighty, my beautiful Aries, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Tauruses. Welcome, Taurus, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, it is definitely going to be very relationship oriented. Please check out the beginning of the video to see how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct way. So for you, my beautiful Taurus, we have Mercury retrograding in your 7th house of relationships and commitments. Ooh, there's some conversations. There's something that we need to talk about. Your relationship is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You need to have some deep conversations with your partner about something so that the relationship can be more stable, can be more grounded. Mercury retrograde here is saying, okay, where are we going with this relationship? Is it going anywhere? Have we already, how much longer do we have to be waiting around to see if we should start building something together? Especially you, Taurus, you are such a sign of building life, of building family, that it's like you can't just be in this like, oh, let's see how it goes for years upon years upon years. And this Mercury retrograde is like, okay, enough is enough. What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on here? What is the purpose of us being together aside from just having sex? Because this is the quality of relationships, how they become. It's like, oh, the purpose of our relationship is that we just have sex with each other. But are we building a family? Are we getting married? Are we building a home together? Or is it just this separate life and we just come together to have sex? And this is what Mercury is asking. It's like, where are you going with this relationship? If you're not in a relationship, if you're single, Mercury is saying, what is going on? What is keeping you away? What is making you close your heart? Why are you so afraid to go and, get out of your comfort zone and go and try that out? So Mercury here is really helping you to get deep about your relationships. And now if your relationship is great, you're married, everything's wonderful. So now this is a matter of like, how can we revive the intimacy? How can we deepen our intimacy with each other? And this happens especially in marriage. Like after some time, it kind of starts getting stale and like distant. And it's like, this is an invitation to like, okay, how do we come back together again? How do we make this connection deeper? How do we ascend to a higher level of commitment here? And especially when Mercury starts going towards the 6th house for Libra, then now the question is like, is your partner even in alignment with your lifestyle? Do you guys have a lifestyle that you can share together, the same values, same health patterns, and that is the basis of having a very successful relationship? And how you spend your guys' days. Like what is it that you do on a daily basis with your partner? and if it's benefiting you and if it's healthy lifestyle for you. Now, at the same time, we have the second Lord going into the seventh house. So is your partnership giving you more self-confidence? Is your partnership boosting your self-esteem? Or is your partnership a karmic thing where the money is like going away? There's, your credit cards are maxed out. When we lose a lot of money in a relationship, or we go through this like karmic things in money with our relationship, is because it's a karmic relationship. So this is a question. It's like, how is the finances inside the relationship? How can we become more abundant and prosperous together? And is your relationship making you feel valuable, worth it? Or is this relationship taking away your self-esteem? Very important. And also it deals with family values. Do we have the same family values that we're going towards and that we're building together? At the same time, we have the fifth Lord going into the seventh house. We could be talking a lot about children. Children can be something that deepens the intimacy in our relationship a lot more. Talking about how do we have this passion with each other once again? How do we become creative with each other? How do we keep the spark alive in our relationship? Very, very powerful time for you, my beautiful Taurus. So let's go a little bit deeper into your messages here for my beautiful Taurus. What else do we have for Taurus when it comes to Mercury retrograde? And we have love yourself first. Ooh, I love this for you. This is like, you should just have a big Taurus sign here, because this is the epitome of what a Taurus energy is all about. Self-respect, aka dignity. That's what a Taurus is all about. Self-respect, baby. The more you respect yourself, this makes you more romantically attractive. So what makes you feel respected in a love relationship? Does it make you feel respected that you have been in a relationship for more than 5 years and it hasn't even gone into marriage or anything, and they keep postponing it? Do you feel respected if somebody's breadcrumbing you? Do you feel respected if somebody's gaslighting you? Do you feel respected if it's a person that is actually making you feel more insecure than secure? Raise up those self-respect. Put those boundaries. And this is what's going to make you look sexy. Self-respect is sexier than any Victoria's Secret lingerie. It is the sexiest thing. Free yourself. Free yourself from this pattern. Free yourself from this pattern of like, oh, but I'm taking away the boundary so it's more comfortable for them. Oh, I don't want to seem so rigid. Oh, I don't want to be so mean. I want them to like me so much that I'm going to abandon myself. And then you're miserable. Free yourself from the situation. Free yourself from this constrictive energies in a relationship. Take control over your life again. And the only way to do this is with like, well, you know what? That love that I can pour in on you, and that's not going anywhere, I'm going to put it on me. Also, free yourself from any distance in your relationship. It has been a little bit stale. And revive that passion for each other. And last but not least, release your ex. Oof. This Mercury retrograde is really saying like, whatever you thought your relationship is thus far, and it's not just your ex, but like it could literally be the present relationship that you're in. It's like this Mercury retrograde is going to mark a new beginning into this relationship. It is not meant to have the same patterns, the same situation, the same loophole, the same thing again and again. It's like release this old self, release this old way of having relationships, and let's step into a new way of dynamics in our relationship. And if it's an ex, because I definitely see that there could be exes coming back to you. For my single people, this could be a time where it's like release your ex. Now, let's see, what are the things that are not being said that Mercury retrograde wants to bring out to the light for Taurus? And we have, I feel safe with you. This could be that deep longing. I feel safe with you. I want to feel safe with you. And this is the things that I want to make more solid in my relationship. That our relationship feels safe for the both of us, that feels solid, reliable. I don't want to be with anybody else. I don't want to see you with someone else. Ooh, Maybe somebody doesn't want to see you with somebody else, or you don't want to see somebody with somebody else, and that's why you're not letting go of this relationship. But this is like coming from pride. So you don't want to see them with somebody else, and they don't want to see you with somebody else. And you inspire me to become a better version of myself. Like, this is what we're going towards. That our relationships are helping us to become a better version of ourselves. That is what relationships are for. The amazing vehicle of immense evolution and transformation. They're not just so that we feel good in our genitalia. Alrighty, my beautiful brothers and sisters. Thank you so much, my beautiful Tauruses, for being here. And I highly suggest that you take advantage of my super promo. I have an amazing Mercury Retrograde promo right now, especially for this season. I have a promo code that is going to be activated for this whole Mercury Retrograde season, and it's going to be a super, super discounted, the most affordable readings that I have done so far. It's going to be a 45-minute session where we go deep into your natal chart and your current transits and so much more. So book it today in the description here below. Alrighty, my beautiful Tauruses, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. And if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Geminis. Welcome, Gemini, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. Please check the beginning of the video to see how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct way. So for you, my beautiful Gemini, the Mercury is a very, very important planet for you because it's the one that rules you. So you're going to feel this Mercury retrograde very, very strongly. This means that during this time with Mercury retrograding in Scorpio, which is your sixth house of health, daily life, routine, and the work that you do on a daily basis, is going to go through a reevaluation. This is actually the perfect time for you to finally tackle down some health issue. Great time to go to the doctor, great time to get that checkup, great time to get those tests, great time to do a cleanse, great time to detox, great time to change your diet. Change the way that you're eating, making sure that you're having a lifestyle that is so much more conducive for you, a lifestyle that empowers you instead of disempowering you. This is the perfect time to see how your nutrition is actually helping you or not. This is the wonderful time for you to start a new type of routine, a morning routine that is empowering, an evening routine that doesn't have so much scrolling, and that you can sleep a lot better, and that you can go to sleep earlier, wake up earlier with more vitality. So this is all about your own personal health, as well as getting routines to go work out, getting routines on health and wellness habits. And it could also be a time where you're reevaluating your daily job. And you're really like thinking like, okay, what am I doing? Is this it? And this is quite important because we have had Saturn and Jupiter are now in this Artha Trikona. And you've been challenged, Gemini. You've been challenged to get your act together at the work sector, like your purpose in life. Like, what did you come here to do? And yes, you could be feeling like everybody is ahead of you or this or that, but in your own personal journey, this is the time for you to really start putting effort on what really matters to you, that big calling of your heart. And of course, it's challenging. It's not just going to be easy. It's like building a house. It's hard. It takes some time, but it's worth it because Jupiter here is saying, if you do this, I promise you fortune. I promise you abundance. I promise you high self-esteem and high confidence in yourself. And now Mercury is like the last puzzle of the piece, which is saying, okay, you want a good job. You want nice money. What are you doing on a daily? What is your routine? What is your daily routine? Are you going towards those things? Are you being disciplined? Do you have goals? Do you have, some to-do list so that you can start moving that way? Like, for example, let's say you want to write a book. The book is not going to write itself. And please do not let an AI write your book. So how do we get a book done? We got to write every single day. Every single day I write a page. And eventually you will have your book done. So it all comes down, success and status and money, it all comes down to the ability to utilize our daily life productively, our time productively, that we have healthy routines that are helping us advance our health and our goals and aspirations. At the same time, the first lord is going to the sixth house, so it's all about your health, all about your body. great time to work out. As I mentioned, great time to go to the doctor and get all those tests and like really, really get an amazing routine down for your body and yourself. We also have here the fourth lord going into the sixth house. So it could also be like organizing your home life, organizing like the routines in your home. Like, do you have, for example, a schedule of when you organize the house, when you clean the house? Or is the house a mess? Or even routines on eating, nurturing yourself. You know, we can't just keep eating out. We have to start, okay, I have to wake up, make nice breakfast at this time, and then afternoon, lunch and dinner. And this is what constitutes good nurturing of ourselves. It could also be dealing with motherhood or children. If you've been, you know, if you're a mother, it's like, okay, you're going to have to change some routines in here so that, you know, you don't feel like your life is upside down. So let's go a little bit deeper into your messages. What else do we have? It's a great time to also reevaluate your job. And if you want to, you know, get back into the work industry, or if you want to get a job, or if you want to upgrade your resume, or if you're ready for a bonus, or if you're ready for like going higher in your company, then Mercury retrograde is like helping you reevaluate the situation. And by the end of Mercury retrograde, you should definitely have answers and clarity on what to do. What do we have for Gemini for this Mercury retrograde? And we have face your financial fears. Whoa, very powerful. Of course, we're dealing with Scorpio energies here. Do you think it was just going to be like cupcakes and butterflies? Like we're facing those financial fears. But, you know, it could sound very scary, but at the end of the day, financial fears happen because we may not have an actual idea of success that aligns with our authenticity. So sometimes we adopt other people's ideas of success or society's ideas of success, and we're like forcing ourselves to be in that success that everybody else is in. And this starts causing fears within us. So this card is inviting you to, like, you know, reevaluate what does success really mean to you. And that it may not be an extravagant thing. It may not be like this, whoa, luxurious situation. Maybe you feel a lot more satisfied and content with the simpler things of life. And that's also that fourth lord going into the sixth. It's like the things that truly make you happy. Genuinely, are you implementing them in your daily life? Or are you like, oh no, that's not worth it? Like, for example, if some of you guys want to be a housewife, is that not worth it because it's not luxurious and high status? And so you're trying to be something that you're not, and it's causing all this fear. It's like coming to the sincerity of that. And that if you do want to be a housewife, that how is your daily life, your daily routine, how you're stepping into that. It's about truly finding something that makes you happy, even though it might not be so luxurious, even though it might not be so pristine, but that is actually your heart's calling. And it's like, well, this makes me happy. We also have moonlighting. So it's telling you, you can keep your current job to pay the bills while you work on your dream career part-time. Eventually, your dream career will take off and it's going to pay all the bills for you. Okay? Taking a job that supports you in the meantime is not going to be something like, oh, I'm trapped in this thing forever. No, it's temporary, baby. And you're going to get a raise and a promotion. Okay, so this Mercury retrograde is going to be really good for you if you play your cards right. You will see that there's going to be more abundance. You're going to see that there's going to be more a raise of abundance, a raise of your status even. So be open to it because money's coming in for you, especially if you really take advantage of these daily tasks. Now, what is it not being said to Gemini with this Mercury retrograde? And we have, I am ready to create a life with you. Ooh, this is beautiful. And remember our relationships, because this is going to go back into the fifth house of romance, so it has to deal a lot with relationships. It's like we want to get to this level of partnership where it's like, I am ready to create a life with you. And the life is our daily routine, how we come together. We also have, I feel like you don't understand me. I think this is like the the epitome of Gemini energy. Like, it's like Gemini may always feel very misunderstood by the world. So it's okay. It's all right. And last but not least, I feel like you don't care. So these are some things that are like in the underneath the surface, or that make you vulnerable, that we may have to talk with our romantic partner about, so that we can build this life in a confident and secure way. Very powerful messages for you, my beautiful Gemini. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give them a thumbs up. And I highly suggest that you take advantage of my Mercury promotion. This Mercury retrograde, I have a specific promo code for an amazing discount, the cheapest I have done so far for my one-on-one consultations, a 45-minute consultation where we go deep into your natal chart and your current transit. So get it today in the description here below. Alrighty, Gemini, those were your messages. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys so, so much. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Cancers. Welcome, Cancer, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, this Mercury is going to be retrograding in your 5th house of children, in your 5th house of romance, of creativity, and of your passions. So this is waking something up in you, because we do have Jupiter in your sign and we have Saturn in the 9th house. So your Dharma Trikona is turned on here. Your Dharma, who you are, what you came here to do, your own personal soul mission in this world. And it's waking this up within you. Of course, you just went through a massive purge with Jupiter in the 12th, and maybe you're still kind of like doing the last bits of it. But here, Mercury is retrograding in your 5th house of creativity, hobbies, and self-expression and romance. Believe it or not, these things, these qualities really are the building blocks of our own personal identity, and they are connected. That intelligence and creative expression will eventually become something that you do in your dharma here in the world. So Mercury is retrograding and saying, like, have you forgotten about your hobbies, the things that you love doing, your passions, your self-expression, your creativity? Has life become so dull that you forgot to paint, to draw, to dance, to play that sport? Has life become so dull that, there hasn't been no romance in your life, or like romance is kind of dying off, or maybe you are in a relationship that has actually make you lost yourself, where you're like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Being with this person, I forgot the things I love doing, the things I want to do. And so this is a time where it's like waking you up to your passions, to your calling, to your inner world, to romanticizing your life once again, to bringing that vibe once again. For those of you who maybe have been thinking about having children, Mercury here is going to help you to make a final decision and to become insanely sincere with yourself, with your authenticity, about truly becoming a parent. And that is the next step into your evolution if you want to deepen everything about you, and if you want to really rise up to a higher version of yourself. Also, if there's been some creative projects that you abandoned, creative projects that you forgot about, Mercury here is like, remember who you are, Cancer. Go back to those creative projects and finish them. So very, very powerful thing. We could also have a lot of past life lovers, past life romantic partners coming back into your life with this transit. So very, very powerful. And it is here to either help you close this chapter that you're like, okay, no, that's not the partner for me. I learned that I deserve better. Or it's here to bring that relationship. But you have to be very, very cautious, making sure that you're stepping into a new version of yourself and not just like holding on to the past and repeating the same situation again and again. So we also have here the 12th Lord going into the 5th house. So what is it in your subconscious self that has been holding you back from coming back to your uninhibited you, that has not allowed you to really express your light into the world? Or if there's anything in your subconscious that has hindered you from getting a very, very good romantic relationship that is beneficial for you. So subconscious patterns are coming up to the light very, very strong. And also, if you want to transmute these emotions these things that are coming up, a creative expression is going to help so much. Even if it's a sport, even if it's writing, but it's like it's going to give it somewhere to go if you just utilize some sort of creative outlet to let this go and to transmute this subconscious patterns that have been holding you back. At the same time, we have the energies of the third lord going into the fifth house. Writing, journaling, fantastic for you at this time. Even writing poetry, very, very powerful. Using your hands in any way or shape or form is going to help you transmute the energies. And also shifting your mindset, changing your mindset about your partner, changing your mindset about, like if there's any toxic mental patterns, codependencies, mental energies that are affecting your romantic life or affecting your ability to really express yourself, the thoughts that you tell yourself. So there's also a mind change that is happening here. And it's also telling you to be courageous once again. Be courageous to be yourself, my beautiful Cancer. Be courageous to make your situation different. So very, very powerful energies here. So let's go a little bit deeper into your messages. What else do we have for Cancer for this upcoming Mercury retrograde? What do we have for Cancer for this Mercury retrograde? Love yourself first. Absolutely. This is the number one thing in order for us to reclaim our self-love first, because we need to understand that we cannot love somebody else more than we love ourselves. So we have to love ourselves a lot if we really want to have that beautiful love in our lives. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, believe it or not. So keeping strong boundaries, saying no when it doesn't align with you, because you respect yourself before anybody else. You don't abandon yourself so that somebody else can be happy with you, so that somebody else can be good with you. It's the time to really boost that self-love with all this energy of the Trikona, Moksha Trikona turning on for you. This is like igniting that self-love for yourself. And also the same thing in relationships. You may think that, if I'm too demanding or if I put too much boundaries, nobody's gonna like me. And this is such a misconception. Especially men adore a woman that knows her value and knows how to respect herself. Men are disgusted by a woman who forgot her value, are disgusted by a woman who's like, love me so I can love myself. They don't like it. So don't fall for this. Maintain high values, high standards, and you're going to see that they'll meet them. Free yourself. Free yourself from this, my beautiful Cancer. Free yourself from this pattern. Free yourself from the codependency. Especially you, Cancer, you show your love a lot by like being very motherly and loving. And, it's like that's only for your children. And this could also be helping you to step into that. It's like, I'm changing the dynamics with my children. Even with your children, sometimes you do have to reprimand them. You do have to put them in their place. And it's not because you're horrible. No, it's because you're the guide of them and you're wiser than them, and because you love them. Only people who reprimand us are the people who actually care about us and who love us. So reproach is also a form of love. And we also have here, keep an open mind. Your usual type is not your partner. Keep an open mind, because the person that is really for you might be somebody that you're like, I never thought that was going to be my partner. I always thought like, never be with that type of person. Never liked this type of sign. Never liked this type of person. Don't lock yourself into something, because the best person for you might just be the person that you were like, I would have never in a million years. And that could be the best one for you. Now let's look a little bit deeper to see what does Mercury want to bring up to the surface of the things that are not being said for this Mercury retrograde for Cancer. And we have, I think about you all the time. Okay, so constantly, I really feel like this is also something that has made you abandon yourself, because you're always thinking about the other, always thinking about them. What do they need? What do they want? And this creates a codependency. If you actually sit down and you're like, I'm only thinking about the person. And when I'm like, okay, think about me, it's like crickets, crickets, crickets. That's codependency. So we may be also breaking this pattern of like, you're always thinking about them all the time. We also have, I am scared of how much I love you. This is very interesting. And usually we have these fears is because we're putting in a pedestal somebody that instinctively we may know that it's not, like we know that they're going to mess up. And we're almost like, I'm not going to see that. I'm not going to see that. So if you don't want your ex to be broken by risking or betting on this person, then you should just bet on God. God will never break your eggs. And that will take away this pain of like, I'm afraid that I love them so much. It's like, well, love and worship and devote yourself to somebody who is worthy. And the only one who's worthy is God. And that also takes off the pressure on the lover who is just a human being with problems, issues, and that also errs. And we also have, last but not least, I don't feel good enough for you. Oh, okay. Maybe this is a feeling that you have, or, you don't want to make them feel like this, that they're not good enough for you, or maybe the other person also feels this way. But I really feel that with the energies of love yourself first, if you feel good enough for you, then naturally that will translate into being good enough for a person as well. So very powerful energies here for you, my beautiful Cancer. I'm very excited for your journey. And remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my awesome Mercury Retrograde promo. This is going to be a promo code that I have only for this month of Mercury Retrograde. Make sure to book your consultation with me in the description here below. Utilize the promo code for this Mercury retrograde, and that will give you an amazing discount for a one-on-one session with me. Alrighty, my beautiful Cancers, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Leos. Welcome, Leo, to your horoscope for this powerful Mercury retrograde. And for you, Mercury is going to be retrograding in the sector of your 4th house. And the 4th house is your sector of the home, family, past, and also the energies of your roots and your childhood. Very, very powerful place, because this is the place of true happiness. This is the place where we feel that sense of belonging and where we feel unconditionally loved. And since you've been going through such a powerful and transformative time with the Moksha Trikona being turned on right now, with the energies of Jupiter in your 12th house and Saturn being in your 8th house, it has been a time of a lot of vulnerability and a time of letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you. And of course, the more vulnerable you are, the more you will be able to advance during this time. And now Mercury is retrograding in this sector to help you reevaluate situations with family, mother, past, childhood, and that you can finally uproot these fears, traumas, and things that you feel that have been holding you back because of the pain that you've been feeling. Like if you have issues with your sexuality and intimacy, oh, well, it was because my parents this and my parents that, or because when I was young, these things happened to me. So Mercury is going to retrograde here to help you make peace with the past, to help you put the past in the past, to help you just release those issues and to no longer have issues with that. So Mercury retrograde is going to give you a deep walk on memory lane. And it is also that it can come up to the surface, and so that you can really hold your inner child and change the story. If, for example, when you were young, you were bullied or you were made fun of, and this affected your self-esteem, even now in adulthood, it's like, how do you teach and parent your own inner child to let them know that it's okay, that it's not your fault, and that it's not something that you have to take to heart? So Mercury retrograde is going to be doing all of this. Now, when it comes to issues at the house, things are meant to be put in order. If you've been wanting to renovate, change things, sell a home, rent a home, fix the home around, buy a home, get a place, change your rent. This is a time where Mercury retrograde is going to help you analyze all of this and take final decisions by the end of Mercury retrograde will be my best advice for you. This is also a great time to kind of have a really deep conversation with your mother with a lot of compassion so that you can really burn away that ancestral karma that has been holding you back for so long, and to really reassess what is this ancestral karma that I'm cleaning out in my life. And of course, with compassion, forgiveness, and love, and tenderness, and nurturing yourself, you will be able to overcome these past situations of your childhood, or to finally forgive your parents for something that they have done. Very powerful energies. This will definitely transform your mindset at the same time and liberate you so that you can finally move forward in life with more emotional contentment. Now, at the same time, we have the energies of the 11th Lord going into the 4th house. A great time for you to invite your friends, your associations, communities into your home. Do a little dinner party. This is going to make you feel really, really happy. This is going to make you feel really, really good. You're also going to start getting rid of friends that don't make you feel good, and you're going to adopt friends that really feel like family in your life, which is beautiful. The more you nurture yourself, the more you're going to see that big gains will come into your life. And even some of you guys may make big gains using real estate, restaurants, or land. Now, we also have here the energies of the 2nd Lord going into the 4th house. So again, I mean, there's something turning on here when it comes to finances and real estate. Very, very strong for you, Leo. So it's a great time to analyze these things, especially if you've been thinking about it like, oh my God, maybe I should put my place to rent, or maybe I should sell my house and move somewhere else and buy another place, or maybe I'm ready to buy a place. All of these things are kind of coming up very, very strongly. You don't have to make any final decisions until the end of Mercury retrograde. And also with the 2nd Lord going into the 4th house, family values, forgiving your family how you were raised. Like if you were upset that your family was so Christian, or that you were upset that your family, did this when you were young, or did that when you were young. It's like, this is a time to really forgive it and no longer hold that poison within you. This is all to transform you and liberate you. Let's look a little bit deeper into your messages here. What else do we have for Leo when it comes to the energies of Mercury retrograde? And we have surrender to trust. So yes, we have to learn to trust. You are in a very vulnerable time right now, and you may feel like, oh my gosh, I have no control over my life. Everything's everywhere. I'm feeling scared. What is going to happen? And so the only thing we can do is surrender to trust. And I just love how there's this beautiful picture of somebody praying. Prayer is going to help you so much during this time. Trust yourself and your decisions, regardless of other people's strong opinions. Don't waver away from this. You're learning to make strong decisions and sticking by them. Even if you made a mistake, well, I own my mistake. And trust that. Also, surrender to complete healing. Immense healing is happening right now, emotionally, psychologically, inner child healing, physically, all types of healing. So open your arms and just know that yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it burns. Yes, I'm crying. Yes, I feel so vulnerable. It's because you're healing, baby. It's because you're healing, and it's all in grace for you. And last but not least, something that can really help you is going to nature, okay? Going to nature, especially if you've been feeling a little bit emotional or all these things, it's like, go and take a walk in nature. Breathe some fresh air. Get some vitamin D from the sun. And that's going to help you to rejuvenate yourself and to renew your vibes. Now, let's look deeper into what is not being said, the things that are hidden that want to come to the surface so that we can be honest about during this Mercury retrograde for our beautiful Leos. And we have, I am trying to fix you. Ask yourself, who am I trying to fix? Am I trying to fix my family? Am I trying to fix my mother? Am I trying to fix my loved ones, my past? And just know that it is not your responsibility to fix the world, to fix others. or that your relationships, are you going into these relationships where you're trying to fix the other person? So this is something that is coming up. I will never abandon you. This is kind of like what the heart is really asking for. It's like, where is that person that can tell me I will never abandon you, Leo? And guess who that person is? Is God and yourself. That is the most 100% guarantee that you will never be abandoned. And guess what? God has never abandoned you for the many, 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 many lifetimes where you even abandoned him, but he hasn't abandoned you. And when we get connected to the source of love, we finally feel like we belong. And last but not least, I feel like I have to hide parts of myself to be accepted. Exactly. Like, these is the things that are coming up very strongly for you, Leo. It's like, you don't have to hide parts of yourself to be accepted by your family, by your loved ones, by your lover, by the world. It's like, throw all of that away, Leo. Liberate yourself. Tell the little girl, that little boy inside of you, like, I already freaking love you. You don't have to earn my love or be something to be loved. This is what is being transmuted at this time. Very powerful time for you, my beautiful Leo. Alrighty, Leo, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now, my most affordable one-on-one sessions so far this Mercury retrograde season. You can use the promo code in the description here below. It is activated until the last day of Mercury retrograde. And this is the way where you can get a very affordable one-on-one session with me. So book it today. Alrighty, my beautiful Leos, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so, so much. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Virgos. Welcome, Virgo, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, this is happening in the sector of your third house. Please check out the beginning of the video to see how to utilize these messages in the correct ways, these horoscopes. So with Mercury in your third house, and this is an important transit for you because you are ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury here is trying to help you change your mindset about certain things, Virgo. If you get stuck on a way of perceiving something, it doesn't allow for you to really move forward. And so there could be some misperceptions, miscalculations, ways of seeing things, negative thoughts, cynical thoughts, skeptic thoughts, doubts, restlessness, anxieties that are mentally blocking you at this time. And of course, at this time is so important because we do have the energies of Jupiter in your 11th house and Saturn in your house of marriage and commitments. So this has to deal a lot with relationships and how we expand our world through other people or through making association. And this could be a time where it's like, well, maybe the reason why relationships have been feeling stuck or it's not happening or the person hasn't come or they don't stick around or there's social anxiety or any of these things is because it's a mindset issue. It's a mindset thing that we need to switch, that we need to change so that we can become more courageous, more communicative, more authentic in the way that we express ourselves so that we can build relationships that are long lasting and that are stable and grounded. This could also be dealing with some sort of sibling situation that could have affected you and could have, really made your mind be a certain way. And so Mercury here is helping you with that. At the same time, Mercury is helping you to organize something with your entrepreneurship skills or your efforts to come back to some skills, to come back to polishing some skills that you've abandoned, and to maybe start thinking of doing something individually. Maybe you're ready to launch that channel or start that social media or start that podcast. And Mercury here is like, okay, let's do it now, so that we can start expanding our networks of friends, our networks of people, and meet the right people in our life. The first lord is going into the third house, so it's all about your communication, all about your efforts, and all about the way you express yourself at this time. Be very cautious in the way that you do express yourself, because this is a make it or break it. Your words are very powerful at this time, and I highly suggest that you do lots of affirmations, because that can really strengthen the energy of Mercury here. At the same time, we have the 10th lord going into the third house. So what you could be publishing, launching, starting your media, social media, starting to put effort into something new, showcasing a skill to the public, this could really uplift your career at this time. Maybe even signing some sort of contract. I highly suggest that you sign it at the end of the month, when Mercury starts moving forward. That could really help you to advance your career at this time. Very powerful energies. And now let's try to see what else do we have here for my beautiful Virgos. When it comes to Mercury retrograde, what do we have for Virgo? When it comes to Mercury retrograde for Virgo, and we have words of abundance. Exactly. What are you saying? How are you saying? Because if you're saying that the whole world is bad, everything is terrible, the economy's horrible, everybody's horrible, like it's cursing the world. So talk good about yourself, talk good about the world, bless yourself, bless the world, bless the economical situation, bless your endeavors, and bless the things that you're doing, your skills. Even if it's like your YouTube or posting, don't say, oh, nobody's gonna like this, who's gonna care about this. Be cautious of the words that you're speaking, because your words are very powerful. So make sure you're blessing yourself with them. We also have cooperation instead of competition. Exactly. It wants to open you up to meeting new people, to expanding your networks of friends, and to feel like you don't have to do it all alone, isolated like a hermit in a corner by yourself. You can do it in a group association. And people want to be your friend, my beautiful Virgo. And last but not least, employment change. Yes, there's a transformation here in your employment. Allow for these changes to happen. This is going to be beneficial. Polishing your skills, becoming more courageous, changing things up a little bit will definitely benefit your career. Okay, now let's see what is now being said. What is that Mercury is bringing up to the surface during this Mercury retrograde for our Virgos? And it's bringing up, I don't want to see you with someone else. All right. So holding on to someone just because you don't want to see them with somebody else could be a little bit of a prideful thing. So like changing your mindset about this and transforming the way you perceive these things. I am ready to create a life with you. Wow, very beautiful. And to really get your mind in the game. Okay, let's bring up our statuses together. Let's go to the next level of status with this 10th lord going into the third house. And last but not least, I am scared of how much I love you. So there's fears here. So you see, it's like stepping into this courageous energy, and to switch up a little bit of the mindset that we have with our partner, so that it's not this intimidating monster. Like, are you telling to yourself, oh no, but I can't do it. Oh no, but that's too much. Oh my God, but they're never satisfied. Or are you saying to yourself, yes, I can do it. I'm the chosen one. This is my partner. I'm already doing it. I'm stepping into it, and I'm ready to I'm not afraid to fail. And if I'm failing, then I'm going to fail again, and I'm going to do it better. But I'm not going to stay paralyzed just because I'm so afraid of this love. I'm going to let it encourage me. So switching that mindset to make it more beneficial for you, my beautiful Virgo. Alrighty, Virgo, those were your messages for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And also remember that right now I have an amazing promotion for my Mercury retrograde reading. You can use the promo code, which will be activated for this whole Mercury retrograde, to get the most affordable one-on-one session with me so far. So take advantage of that promo. Alrighty, my beautiful Virgos, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Libras. Welcome, Libra, to your horoscope for this powerful Mercury retrograde. And for you, definitely go check out the beginning of the video so that you know how to utilize these messages in the correct way. Mercury is going to be retrograding in your second house of money, values, and self-esteem. very important aspect of your life right now. This is about boosting your confidence, your self-esteem, and all of these things will also bring more abundance and prosperity in your life, especially because Saturn is currently in your 6th house of daily work and Jupiter just entered into your 10th house. So this is the time for you to understand what has not allowed me to really reach these new heights in my profession, in my destiny, in my career, and in my vocation. And is it because I lack self-esteem? Is it because I'm too insecure? Is it because I have this lack mentality with money? Is it because I fear that I'm not good enough? Is it because I don't think I am good enough? Like, all the insecurities with this Mercury retrograde are going to come to the surface and are going to be like, you have not been able to reach your highest potential of success because of these pesky little insecurities. And Mercury wants to help them heal so you can reach higher levels. Those of you who are in a very high position and doing great in your career, Mercury here is saying, be very wise of how you put your money and where you put your money and how you consume your money. I will highly suggest for you to not do any heavy spending at this time during this Mercury retrograde. And if you've been wanting to buy something really expensive, wait until at least the end of Mercury retrograde to truly do this. Okay, your values and aligning yourself with your real values will give you integrity and it will make you feel more confident. Okay, so stepping into that self-worth is like the name of the game for you for this Mercury retrograde. At the same time, we have the 9th Lord going into the 2nd house. This is really beautiful. It's saying that if you align yourself with your Dharma, you feel the love that God has for you and you have faith, your confidence will naturally start coming up. If you can love yourself, at least acknowledge that God adores you. And that already can uplift your feelings of confidence within yourself. This is also a time where maybe some of you guys are thinking to go back to school or advance your education or get a coach so that you can overcome these insecurities, so that you can get to a new level in your career, or maybe you are thinking of becoming a teacher of some sorts. At the same time, we are having the energies of the 12th Lord going into the 2nd house. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Like, don't spend so much today, like this month. There could be out of nowhere expenses that we have to pay for. This is going to trigger your financial security, but this is so that you can look at like your relationship with money, your relationship with your self-esteem and your confidence, and like, how are you acting with this? So more savings than anything else. Now, at the same time, let's see, what do we have here for you when it comes to your messages, my beautiful Libra? What do we have for Libra for this Mercury retrograde? Great time to reevaluate your finances. Great time to put your finances in order. Great time to see how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. Do some goals, financial goals, and start a savings account. Absolutely. So for you, Libra, we have bountiful nature, getting closer to nature and understanding how the growth of abundance happens. When you plant a seed, you have to feed it, you have to be patient, you have to love it, you have to be, patient with the growth. So there is there could be overnight success, and it looks like it's overnight success, but usually the people who have an overnight success is because they've been busting their butt for years before this overnight success. So don't fall for that illusion that like, oh, why am I not getting rich now? Why am I not getting success right now? Because it freaking takes time. It takes time. And that's how it should be. Because if you want something that is long lasting and stable and grounded, it requires time. And that's the real law of nature. So getting closer to nature will help you understand that you know what, everything blooms, everything gives prosperity, but it requires its own time and requires for you to not give up. The power of prayer, exactly. This connection with God and faith will really help you to boost your confidence and to help you believe that abundance and prosperity is coming for you. So the power of prayer will be here for you. Pray deeply and your prayers will be heard. And last but not least, clear out any debts. There could be debts. Saturn in the sixth house is telling you you can't keep ignoring that credit card debt. You can't keep ignoring that debt that you have, because that is some things that are like keeping you down. So, okay, what do we need to pay? Organize it. Like, let's start paying this off so that you can feel confident again. And yeah, we need to clear out these debts, because that could be something that is definitely keeping you down. Now let's see a little bit deeper into what it is that Mercury wants to expose for you during this Mercury retrograde for Libra. And we have, I feel like you don't care. Okay. So either you feel like the world doesn't care about you, or you feel like, why should I care about these things? I don't want to really care about money all the time, because it actually just brings anxiety into my life. But like being neglectful and like, I don't care. I don't care if I'm confident. I don't care what I look like. I don't care if I'm, these things lower your confidence. So yes, care. The I don't care is just kind of like, oh, I want to cop this out. I don't want to think about it. It's annoying me, so I don't care. But in reality, you do care. So be honest with yourself. And it's like, it's good to care. It's good to care about your profession. It's good to care what you want to be known for at the end of your life. Even Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita does not allow Arjuna to just cop out and say, like, you know what? I don't want to fight. Krishna's like, excuse you? Hello? This is your duty to fight. Period. You can't just like, oh, I don't care. It's not spiritual. Now let's see. I have a hard time forgetting what happened. Okay, so maybe this is coming up. Maybe in the past you didn't make any very good financial decisions, or maybe you feel like you haven't gotten the success you wanted, or there was like issues with career, or maybe your parents worked all the time and you were like, I'm never going to be like obsessed with money and work. So it's like, what is it in the past that it just like doesn't allow you to forget it? Mercury here is saying like, forgive this. Give yourself another chance. And you might just be surprised. And last but not least, you confuse me. So there might be some confusion. And that's what Mercury retrograde wants to help you see it clearly. There's nothing to be confused about. There's nothing to be fearful about. And by the end of Mercury retrograde, you will have more clarity. But there could be a confusion because being a Libra that you are, it's like, oh, but I take the account of somebody and me, the somebody and me. And that could be the confusing part. Oh, what is the right choice to do? I don't want to make the wrong choice. Like, this indecision is what keeps you stuck. It's better to just make a decision. Okay, you messed up, own it and stick by it. Okay, yeah, I made a decision, and you know what? It's all right to make mistakes. This is better than just staying in this limbo state of like, oh, I don't want to make a final decision because I don't know which is the right decision. And that could keep you in this sort of perpetual confusion. Alrighty, my beautiful Libra, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. I highly suggest that you take advantage of my Mercury retrograde promo. This upcoming Mercury retrograde, I'm going to have a promo code in the description here below that gives you the most affordable one-on-one session with me. So if you've been wanting to get a reading with me, definitely take advantage of that awesome sale. Alrighty, my beautiful Libras, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Scorpios. Welcome, Scorpio, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, Mercury is retrograding in your own sign. This is all about you, Scorpio. And especially since we have Saturn in the 5th and Jupiter in the 9th, this is the Dharma Trikona that is being turned on at this time. And it's saying, Scorpio, who are you? And who do you want to be? And are you living authentically, truly authentically, by taking into account your speciality, your authenticity, your talents, and your self-expression, and your creative ability, and also listening to the divine Dharma that has been set upon you? Are you being truly authentic? And so Mercury here is going to help you reevaluate a lot about your own personal identity. This is the time to really, start envisioning the new you that you want to become. Is this how you want to dress? Is this what you want people to feel like when they meet you? How do you want to come off? What is the reputation you want to have? What is the transformation physically that you want to have? Are you in alignment with your real calling? Are you maybe ready to step into something new? And so here Mercury is giving you immense ability to dig deep within your own personal identity and to really see, are you living your most authentic you? And Mercury is going to make you go into the depths of yourself. Some of you guys will also have a lot of realizations around your body. Like, okay, my body's changing. What is the new relationship that I have with me? My body is, I want to transform my body and make it be more like this. Then looking into the transformations of this as well. But more than anything, your reputation. I highly suggest for you to do some sort of vision board during this time so that you can really harness the energies of this beautiful Mercury retrograde that is helping you to reevaluate your personality, your identity. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want people to remember you for? This is the time to kind of really tackle this down. And of course, we have here the energies of the 11th Lord going into the first house. So what are your dreams? Have you forgotten to dream? Are you really in alignment with your dreams? Did you say, no, that's not for me, that's not for me, so no? Like, what dreams do you have? Are you surrounded by the people and the associations that are going to allow you to transform into this better version of yourself? Or are you surrounded by people that's like, oh, you changed. You're no longer you changed. Well, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to transform and change. So it's like your associations are helping you to become a better version of you. Your dreams, are you really living your dreams? Are you really embodying your dreams? That person that you want to really be. We also have the 8th Lord going into the first house. So very powerful energies. Like, this is not just talking about your physical body and yourself, but it's like also your psychology. What do you think of yourself? Who do you think you are? who Aristotle said, know thyself. And so this is a time of deep knowledge, deep knowing, deep coming back home to you, to who you are and what you're all about. The sage within you. Have you forgotten that divinity within you? Have you forgotten your spirituality? This transformative energy. So psychological transformation, physical transformation, transformation in your financials, finances, and shared resources, and transformation also in your communities and groups and friendships and associations. You could also be transforming your social medias and how it is that you're speaking, how it is that you're talking, how it is that you're coming off across. Very beautiful energies for you, my beautiful Scorpio. This is an incredible time to deepen your self-love for you. Now let's look a little bit deeper into your messages here. What do we have for my beautiful Scorpios for this Mercury retrograde, for Scorpio Mercury retrograde? And we have the perfect timing. This is it. This is the moment. All right, I'm changing it. I'm launching that brand. I'm finally going to do my startup. I'm finally going to start doing the things I always wanted to do. I always wanted to learn how to play music. I'm going to get into it. I always wanted to look different, have these types of clothes, come off in this way, have this reputation. You're taking it. This is the perfect timing to step into this new you. Relationships. So yes, relationships are a big factor because we become the people that we hang out with the most. So your associations are also going to dictate who you are, how you are being, and who you're hanging out with. So make sure, be selective, be highly selective with who your associations are. and the relationships and the commitments that you solidify at this time. This could also be a time where these things are coming up to the surface a lot, where maybe you are ready to take your relationship to a new level. And child, wow, maybe some of my beautiful Scorpios are really reevaluating that I'm ready to become a parent. I'm ready to have a child. I'm ready for this next level of my life. I'm ready for this new version of me. So very, very powerful. And if you already have children, children are also a big motivator for you to become a best version of yourself at this time. They're also motivating you. Your creations are also motivating you for this. So very, very powerful stuff. Now let's look a little bit deeper into your messages. What is Mercury retrograde going to bring up for Scorpio during this Mercury retrograde? And we have, I'm obsessed with you. So what are your obsessions? And Scorpio, you are the obsessive sign. Nothing wrong with this. But it's like the eighth lord going into the first house. Is like, what do you obsess about? Is there any addictions? Is there any patterns? Like, what has a hold on you? What has power over you? And it's like, do you want that to still have power over you? Or are you going to take your power back? So what are these obsessions that are coming up? And like transforming that into something empowerment. You turn me on. Loving yourself so much to the point that like you turn yourself on. And this could also be a rebirth to your sexuality, to your intimacy. That you're like, okay, I'm discovering my body in new ways. I'm learning how to receive more pleasure into my life through this intimate connection. And last but not least, you confuse me. So what has been the things that have been confusing you? And then maybe there is parts of you that are quite confusing. And it's like, how can we integrate those parts? How can we become more crystal clear with our own personal identity? And that's why I think that doing a little vision board will be fantastic for you for this Mercury retrograde, so that you can have a clear understanding of what it is that you want to express and that people can get from you, and that by the end of the conversation or the encounter, they're like, oh, that's what Scorpio is. That's the vibe of Scorpio. And what do you want to leave people with after they meet you? Alrighty, Scorpio, those were your messages for Mercury retrograde. I hope that they help. I highly suggest that you take advantage of my super promo Mercury retrograde one-on-one session, the cheapest and most affordable one that I have made so far. Use the promo code in the description here below so that you can get that discount. Alrighty, my beautiful Scorpios, those were your messages. If you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Saggies. Welcome, Sagittarius, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, definitely check out the beginning of the video so that you can understand how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct way. But for you, my beautiful Saggy, Mercury is retrograding in your 12th house of your subconscious. So this is powerful. And of course, you've been going through a massive psychological transformation, inner purge, spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul at this time. With Saturn in your 4th house and Jupiter in your 8th house, your moksha trikona is being turned on at this time. And Mercury is really opening you up to what has been hidden from you. Opening up that closet of skeletons where you repress those emotions, where you repress those traumas, where you repress those fears, and they're all coming up to the surface. And yes, this can make you feel quite vulnerable. This can make you feel like, oh my God, my inner child is like reliving the trauma. This could be taking you back into memory lane. But all of this is happening so that you can take your power back, so that you can see, yes, we need to clean out those skeletons inside that closet. And we cannot keep having this subconscious pattern, ruling your life. So Mercury here wants you to meditate a lot. This is a time of immense reflection. Meditate a lot, have a lot of time for yourself, have a lot of isolation. If you can be in a temple and isolate yourself in an ashram, great. But if you can't, at least go into nature and have these times of self-reflection. Also, this could be a time where you're feeling more lethargic, more tired. Don't push yourself, because going into your dream world is also going to reveal many things for you. So your dream world is showing you things. Your dream world is showing you like what's stuck in there. This is a fantastic time for astro traveling, for past life regressions, for going deep into meditation, so that you can uproot those things, so that you can finally forgive and let go and surrender. This is what Mercury wants to help you to let go of something, especially as they've been coming up very strongly with these psychological and emotional parts of your chart. So Mercury here is like, let's do this cleanup, this emotional cleanup, this psychological cleanup, and let's liberate ourselves from this situation. At the same time, we have the 7th Lord going into the 12th house. So this is a time to heal relationships, especially if you've been having lots of traumas from past relationships, from relationships of your parents, commitments, anything that is not allowing you to really commit, anything that is giving you fears in your relationships. This is the time to heal all of those things. Now, there could be a relationship that may not be the most favorable for you. And so this could also be a time where you're reevaluating that, you know what, I want to end this. So endings or healings. But this relationship is going through a massive cleanse. It cannot stay the same way as it was before. And something is asking for you to deepen your commitments, to deepen your connection, and to also create a more spiritual vibe within your relationship. The relationship cannot just be this, oh, we're just here to have sex with each other. Like, no, what is the purpose of your relationship? We're both serving the divine. This is the greatest relationship. And this is how we protect our relationship from toxicity as well. At the same time, we have the 10th Lord going into the 12th house. You could also be going through massive transformations around success, career. If there's been fears, blocked things where you maybe don't feel as successful, maybe don't feel like you're good enough, maybe don't feel like you've reached the goals that you want to reach, or that you haven't really been happy in your work or in your purpose, or you don't know what your purpose is. Like, any fears around this thing as well is like, we need to heal this so that you can thrive in career, so that you can thrive in relationships. But it is something in your subconscious that is deep in your psyche, that comes from family, that comes from the past, that needs to be uprooted, because you're no longer those people. You are now moving forward into your future. Very personal one, very powerful one for you, my beautiful Saggy. I want you to, like I said, listen to your body. If you need to take rest, take rest. If you need to just sit with yourself and not do anything for the whole day because you need to think, do it. Don't push yourself at this time, because you're going through massive, massive transformations. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these messages. What else do we have here for my beautiful Saggies when it comes to Mercury retrograde for Sagittarius? When it comes to Mercury retrograde, we have surrender to miracles. Oh, I love this. This is all about surrendering. And it's like, believe in the miracle that you are going to find the love of your life and that you are going to have that beautiful relationship. Believe in the miracle that you are going to be successful and thriving, and that your purpose in life will change many lives, and that you will be remembered for something beautiful that you left in the world. Believe in those miracles. Surrender to setting boundaries, even boundaries with yourself, where it's like, okay, this is the boundary. This wound no longer dictates my relationships, dictates my success. And put that boundary. Boundaries with relationships as well. Boundaries with other people. You know, it's like boundaries are a healthy thing in relationships. And last but not least, surrender to trust. This is that time of massive trust. I don't know what's happening. Surrender yourself to God completely. Say, God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Take my life and trust. Trust your decisions, even if other people have very strong opinions about it. And if you're going through a lot, pray. We see this beautiful little girl here praying. So make sure that you're praying and taking that in. Now, let's go a little bit deeper to understand what is Mercury retrograde really bringing to the surface for Sagittarius during this Mercury retrograde. And we have, I feel that you abuse me. You see, this is the reason why we have this boundary setting. Where did you feel abuse in committed relationships? Where did you feel abuse at work and the purpose of life? And that we let this go. Where is it that you've been feeling this abuse and that we set those boundaries so that no longer this keeps happening? Abuse in childhood, abuse psychologically. Where is this abuse? Last one, we also have, I don't know how to ask for my needs to be met. Well, you're going to learn. This is the month to learn to set that and to trust yourself. Okay, I'm going to ask for my needs to be met. Even if you just start with telling God, what are your needs? Even if you just start with that, that's an amazing step. And last but not least, I wish you were more loving to me. These are the things that your soul is really asking for. More affection, more love, and also that you feel more affection and love for yourself. Very, very powerful stuff here for you. Alrighty, Saggy, those were your messages for you for this Mercury retrograde. And I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. I have an amazing promo for Mercury retrograde that it's only available for this Mercury retrograde, the most affordable and discounted one-on-one session with me right now. So definitely take advantage of that and book one today. Alrighty, Saggy, those were your messages. If you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, Capricorn, to your horoscope for this powerful Mercury retrograde. And for you, Mercury is retrograding in the 11th house of friendships, associations, and gains. I highly suggest that you check out the beginning of the video to know how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct way. So with Mercury retrograding here, you're reevaluating your friendships, you're reevaluating your circles of friends, you're reevaluating your dreams and aspirations at the same time. And this is an important thing because right now we have Jupiter in your 7th and Saturn in your 3rd. Your Kama Trikona, the houses of desire, are being turned on at this time. And life is about to give you immense possibilities. But do you know who you want to make associations with? Do you know what is the communities that you want to be part of? Do you know what your dreams and aspirations really are? Because if we don't have this very clear, then we're going to miss the beautiful blessings that Jupiter and Saturn can give us here. This is an amazing time where life can make your dreams come true. But your greatest successes happen when there is collaborations. And also when you surround yourself with successful people that you admire, you also adopt these beautiful qualities. So Mercury here is making you really be serious about, well, what do you want, Capricorn? What do you really want? You can't, I just want to be a millionaire. But what do you really want? What are you going to do with that money? What do you really want? What is your true dreams? And if maybe you forgot, or maybe you were like, oh, dreaming is for chumps, or I don't even allow myself to dream because then what if it doesn't come true? Like, to heal all these things around your dreams and to allow for yourself to really step into dreaming. Yes, why not? Why not you? Why can you also make your dreams come true? Why does everybody get to live their dreams and not you? And this also deals with immense authenticity and remembering that the only thing that can make us insanely rich is that we walk our path fully. Nobody can be you. There's only one of you in this world. And so own it. Walk your walk fully. And that's what Mercury is trying to get you towards. At the same time, we have the 6th Lord going into the 11th house. So what is how are you implementing your dreams into your daily routines? If your dream is to become a writer, are you writing every day? If your dream is to be healthier, are you working out? Like, your daily routines, you can bring into your daily routines those dreams and authentic things into your life. Are you also taking into consideration, making associations and networking on your daily life? This also deals with like your gains, your big gains. So in order to have those big gains, what are you devoting yourself to on a daily basis? Is that helping you get there or not? At the same time, we also have the ninth lord going into the 11th house. This is actually really auspicious for abundance and prosperity. As long as you tap into your faith, your philosophy, your religion, and the divine connection that you have with the greater source, your divine connection that you have with God. When you connect in this way, you will be able to align yourself with that dream, understanding that, okay, this dream is something that God has implanted in my heart as the mission that I came here to do. And if I have faith in that, and if I believe in that, and if I have faith in my dreams, I will make it one day. There could also be making friends with foreign people, making friends with people that you were traveling, that you travel and then you make friends with. Networks of people are going to help you expand your horizons to a new level. So it's a great time to make friends. Now, make sure that you're listening more than talking, because Mercury is still retrograding, so you may end up saying something that's not right. So just absorb more, listen more, and be very selective with what it is that you're going to say. Alrighty, now let's see what we have here for my beautiful Capricorns when it comes to the energies of Mercury retrograde. What do we have for Capricorn when it comes to the energies of Mercury retrograde? And we have cooperation instead of competition, exactly what I've been talking about. The time has come for you to cooperate. The time has come for you to stop the solo show. Now let's get together. Let's make some friends. Let's make some collaborations. And in this way, you're going to advance your dreams, baby, more effortlessly. More effortlessly. So don't compete, cooperate. Find those ways to cooperate with each other. Face your financial fears. So this is about facing, like, what is your idea of success? Facing those dreams that you want, and being sincere with your dreams, and knowing that it will happen one day. Have faith in your dreams. And also to reevaluate, are you following somebody else's dreams? Are you following, what your dad and mom told you what the dream should be, or what society told you what a dream of successful really means? Like, follow your own calling. And that way you will not have fear. When you follow your own path and you do you as you do you, the fear goes away. And moonlighting. You can start working on your part-time career at this. Keep your current job to pay the bills and start working on your dreams in the side. And eventually your dreams will take flight and help you become completely successful and abundant in all ways. Okay? That dream doesn't have to just stay a dream. You can start doing it in your part-time energy. Now let's look a little bit deeper. What does Mercury retrograde want to bring up to the surface for my beautiful Capricorns? The things that are not being said for Mercury retrograde for the Capricorns. I don't want to see you with somebody else. There's this fear that, again, there's like this, oh, but somebody else is doing that. Oh, but somebody else can do it. Oh, but they can do it, so can I. Like, I can't. Like, stop with the other people. Stop with others. Ask yourself on a daily basis, what is my path? My own journey that only I can walk. Nobody else can walk it for me. Don't look at somebody else's path. Don't look at somebody else's success. Don't look at somebody else's journey. Look at yours only. We have, I am ready to create a life with you. This, I feel like it's like God saying, I'm ready to make your dreams come true. I'm ready to make your life be the dream life that you always wanted to have for yourself. And I am afraid of losing you. Very interesting. So there could be fears here of losing yourself in the process, losing and not getting your dreams, being a loser. That's such a typical Capricorn thing. I'm a loser. I'm not successful enough. It's like releasing these fears. Recently I saw this beautiful talk of Rosalia where she was saying, like, I want to become a master at failing so that no longer failure has power over me. And I fail so many times that now I do everything without fear. Isn't that so beautiful? Alrighty, my beautiful Capricorns, those were your messages. I really hope that they help. Love you guys so much. Remember that these are general messages. If you would like to have a specific message to your situation, then I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. Use my promo code for this Mercury retrograde. I will be giving amazing deals to have the most affordable one-on-one sessions with me. So definitely take advantage of that promo in the description here below. You can book one today. Alrighty, Capricorn, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome, Aquarius, to your horoscope for this powerful Mercury retrograde. And for you, Mercury is retrograding in your sector of status, career, and your work and your profession. Very important place. And this is very important because by the way, go check out the beginning of the video so that you know how to utilize these horoscopes in the correct way. And all of this is happening because we do have Jupiter in your 6th and Saturn in your 2nd. So there's a moksha trikona here pushing you to become more stable and to have a more organized material life and to reach your material goals. And this is only happening with your own efforts. Now, Jupiter is going to start helping you overcome your challenges, and Saturn has been giving you a big maturing stretch around finances and your self-esteem. So now Mercury is coming into your 10th house of career, and it's going to help you reevaluate this. Maybe some of you guys are really thinking, am I really in the right job? Is this really my career? What am I going to do with myself? What is that people are going to remember me for? This could be the time where you're like, okay, I'm going to launch this thing. I'm going to finally, do that dream that I always wanted to do. I am ready to step into this leadership position. And if you're stepping into this leadership position, what is it that you want to lead? And get ready for the hard work, get ready for the determination, get ready to make it all straight. So if you've been feeling like your career's like all over the place, it's like, I don't even know what's going on. Mercury here is like, we're going to organize this. Enough is enough. So either you're getting a higher payment, you're getting into a better position, or you're getting a new job, or you're sending out resumes, or you're changing your career completely. Or this is the time where you're like, okay, I'm going to start working on this business that I really want to launch. So Mercury here is giving you lots to think about. In the work sector, I will say be very cautious of the way that you speak. There could be misunderstandings and miscommunications, so be very clear and thorough with your boss and everybody. And this could also be the time where you speak to your boss and it's like, listen, I've been working in this company for so long. I'm ready for my better position and for better pay. So this could be the time where you are ready to ascend to that higher level. Now, we have here the 5th Lord going into the energies of the 10th house. So your creativity, your self-expression, your talents are meant to be implemented in your career and in your profession. Your children are a great inspiration for you to really get to a higher level in your profession. And the time has come for you to utilize your creative talent to make something out of it, to make a career out of it. At the same time, we also have the energies of 8th house, yes. We have the 8th Lord going into the 10th house. So massive transformation. If you see changes in your career, flow with them. Actually, if you implement the changes, even better. And there could be some sort of healing here where like there was like joint ventures are going to also be part of your career, or investments part of your career, or loans part of your career, or investors part of your career. Also healing any psychological trauma around your career so that you can step into this higher level of yourself here and transform your purpose in life to a new era. Very powerful energies. So let's look a little bit deeper into your messages, my beautiful Aquarius. What else do we have for Aquarius for this Mercury retrograde for Aquarius? Take a divinely guided chance. Take a chance, baby. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, baby. It's not just gonna come like that. So every successful story has come because of a level of risk that we take to get out of our comfort zones. And especially if you're under the age of 40, man, take all the risks. Get risky because it'll be easy to bounce back. We also have here block out the distractions. This is that Saturn in the 6th house saying, how are you spending your day? Block out those distractions and get to work. Get to do the things that are important. Your priorities are calling to you. And last but not least, successful funding. Yes, this 8th Lord going into the 10th house. You're going to have the successful funding that you need to make that happen. A loan, an investor, help, financial aid, whatever. It's going to give you money. People are going to put down on your ideas. So don't be afraid. Even if you start like a startup or a FundMe account, this could be very successful for you to really step into this new version of yourself. Now, let's look and see what is it that Mercury wants you to understand with this Mercury retrograde for Aquarius. And we have, I'm obsessed with you. So what are you obsessing about when it comes to career? And how can we release ourselves from these obsessions, especially if maybe they come from fears or they come from insecurities, okay? We also have stuck in a toxic cycle, help. Yes, this is the moment to like release this toxic cycle around career, finances, your purpose in life, and to really step into that better version of yourself. So it wants to finally break away this toxic cycle. And I am scared of how much I love you. So again, we get scared of how much we want something or how much we love someone because we're putting them on a pedestal and we are so afraid that they're going to disappoint us, or we have so many expectations. So if you don't want to feel that, the only person that is worth putting on a pedestal is God, because then you will never be disappointed. So switch that energy into that and bring down this energy of like, I'm so scared how much I want this and what if it doesn't happen, because this is paralyzing you. Okay. Alrighty, my beautiful Aquariuses, those were your messages for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. I highly suggest that you take advantage of my Mercury retrograde promo at this time. Use the promo code in the description here below to get one of the most affordable one-on-one sessions with me that is only activated for this Mercury retrograde. So book one today in the description here below. Alrighty, Aquarius, those were your messages. I hope that they help. Love you guys so much. And if you like them, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. And now we're going to be doing our beautiful Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to your horoscope for this Mercury retrograde. And for you, it is happening in your 9th house of beliefs, faith, guru, teachers, and self-motivation. Like this is like the self-development house where you become a better version of yourself. And this is an important thing because we do have your Dharma Trikona, Saturn is in your sign, and Jupiter is in the 5th. And it's really putting the pressure of like, okay, are you really living your highest self? Or are you just like in this like complacent energy, escapist energy, and not really stepping into a better version of who you are? The time has come to really take the lead. And it's like, you show them what you got, baby. And so Mercury here, if you maybe have been going through lack of faith, maybe not believing in yourself too much, maybe having lots of doubts and insecurities, Mercury here is saying like, baby, I got you. We just need to come back to having faith in ourselves. We need to come back and changing our belief systems, because this new you, this new version of yourself doesn't believe the same philosophy, doesn't have these same belief systems. It is now a time to renovate them and to have belief systems that empower you, that take you to a new level. Maybe some of you guys are going to be going to a retreat, a self-development seminar, or maybe getting a coach, getting a teacher, or maybe like having somebody that is going to help you to get into alignment with your divine self, or just even getting closer to the divine, getting closer to God at this time is definitely going to help you, especially if you've been having a lot of challenges with your own personal identity. Now, We also have here the fourth Lord going into the ninth house. So your home life, your family, your mother, these energies are really helping you to find that security within yourself. So if you have issues with family, if you have issues with mother, this is the time to make peace with that so that you can really have that emotional contentment and that emotional stability to really step out of your comfort zone and become a better version of yourself. Some of you guys may also be traveling, maybe thinking like, I need to move somewhere where it's more conducive to develop my identity and myself. Maybe some of you guys think that going back to school or learning something can really develop your sense of self. So all of this is here for you. At the same time, we have the seventh Lord going into the ninth house. And all of this is not just going to help you to become more emotionally stable, content, and happy, truly happy, and find that beautiful home and stable place where you feel like you belong, but it's also bringing you your perfect partner, your marriage, your spouse. And if you already have a relationship, this Mercury retrograde is really helping you to deepen that connection, and that we have belief systems that are encouraging you to become more stable in your relationship, and also more stable in your contentment and home within yourself. Maybe some of you guys are understanding that your dharma is to become married, is to find a beautiful partner in yourself, that your dharma is to create a family and to have a home and stable situation for you. Very powerful energies. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these messages. What else do we have here for my beautiful Pisces when it comes to Mercury retrograde in Scorpio for Pisces? And we have time to go, time to take action, time to move forward into these situations. Life is pressuring you. We cannot escape this. We cannot postpone it. We cannot leave it for later. Life is really pushing you to start taking action into a new direction that is going to empower you. We also have, there is nothing to worry about. And if you are worrying, then that means that you're not tapping into your faith enough. If you are like biting your nails, like what's going to go in my life, there's not enough faith. Anxiety, restlessness are a symptom of lack of faith. So let's tap into that faith. Pray a lot. Connect to your divine. Do your rituals. Go to church. Go to temple. This is going to strengthen your spirit to get through this at this time. And you see, a new partner. New partners are one to come in. And your new partner is very dharmic. Your new partner is pushing you to be a better version of yourself and to truly live your dharma. So there is a new energy for partnership here, which is very, very nice. Now let's look a little bit deeper into the messages. What does Mercury retrograde want to bring up for Pisces that is not being said? I was not faithful to you once. So this is like how we betray ourselves, how we're not faithful to our beliefs, like hypocrisy. How has hypocrisy, and are you living living a life of hypocrisy? Like, how can we be more faithful to ourselves, to our growth, to our partnership, to our family, and not waver around this? I have a hard time forgetting what happened. So we're still very stuck in the past. And that's what this fourth Lord is going to the ninth. How can we make peace with the past so that the past doesn't keep holding you? How can we make peace from the past so that you can allow yourself to have new belief systems that are not in the basis of your past anymore? This is the time to forget that and allow yourself to have a new set of principles that are going to empower you. And you inspire me to become a better version of myself. That's what it's all about. Mindsets and belief systems that inspire you to become a better version of yourself. And this version of yourself can also come from the connection with this divine partner that you may be deepening a connection with. Alrighty, my beautiful Pisces, those were your messages for this Mercury retrograde. Oh, my apologies. this Mercury retrograde. I hope that they help, and I highly suggest that you take advantage of my promo right now. I have an amazing promotion, amazing sale for the most affordable and cheapest one-on-one session with me. Use the code in the description here below to get that awesome discount, which is up until the end of Mercury retrograde. Alrighty, Pisces, those were your messages. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your love. And thank you to all my brothers and my sisters for being here for this horoscope on the Mercury retrograde. I truly, truly appreciate you. Sending everybody so much love and light. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hypes. And thank you for your amazing comments. Love you guys so much. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Hari Bol and Hari Krishna.